It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. Hi, Ace. How are you? It's always a pleasure to see you.
There should be a support group for people who are cornered by Tom and have to talk to him for more than 10 or 15 minutes.
If you want to get in the Zoom meetings, my mom's side,
I would love. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, this went incredibly wrong. Tom, back to you, buddy.
Thank you very much. Let's see. That's Chick McGee. Christy Lee, your bangs look especially good today, Christy.
That's because they're covering my eyes.
What?
You know what? If you would grow your hair, your bangs over down past your nose, that would look great then.
You can call
right,
me
Tom?
It.
You are it.
We do. What if you dyed your blonde hair jet black and painted your nails black and went sort of middle-aged goth?
No, that's not my thing.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Do it.
I wouldn't like it either.
The actor who played Cousin It passed away.
I know, I saw that.
No one could do that role. Like, whatever his name was. Man, oh man.
Where was I? I know. Christy Lee is at the Navy Federal Credit Union News Desk. What have we missed?
AT&T has released the most misspelled words in each state. And after reviewing the top searched how to spell words by state from March 24th to March 2020 to March 24th, 2021, using Google Trends, the most misspelled word in the United States, logging the top spot in 12 was...
I've written down receipt, restaurant, and receive.
Quarantine.
So close.
Vaccine? Is vaccine going to be on there, maybe?
Probably next year, but yeah, that makes sense. Quarantine.
How many are there? What?
Why is that hard to spell?
And I don't get this next sentence. The most common misspelling of the word was quarantine. Oh, I get it. That's how people spelled it.
Yeah, the word quarantine. They were misspelling it 2 words. They were doing Cornteen.
So not adults,
quarantine.
Not adults corn, not baby corn, but a quarantine.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing.
That is embarrassing.
Well, I mean, it's quarantine. It sounds like something you'd have at the state fair. Ladies and gentlemen,
this year's
2021, it's Miss Quarantine.
People heard the word quarantine and thought they didn't hear a Q and a U.
That's correct.
So if you spell quarantine, does it spell out quarantine underneath it so you spell it correctly?
I think, hang on, I don't think we're giving the pure anger that Josh has about this enough respect.
I know it would make him upset.
He's really mad.
Yes.
It's an easy word to know.
That's for sure.
I'm with you on receipt, restaurant, and convenience is another one.
Sure, that's another one. Any IE kind of gets...
Oh, yeah, niece. I never get that one right.
Yeah.
So good. I get it. It's fun. Quarantine. Glad it's over.
Quarantine.
For me, necessary is always a gamble. Don't know 2 C's, 2 S's. I put 3 in there sometimes, get freaked out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you say restaurant was on your list?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I figured people would have trouble with that one.
A lot of people spell that wrong.
Okay.
Restaurant.
I have a hard time with relationship.
Well, yeah, we know that.
So we're talking about spelling.
I wasn't paying
And then, of course, I'm sure you've never seen the word receipt. Now, invoice.
He didn't say, wait a minute.
I can spell that.
He didn't question whether you were correct. He just said, how'd we get there?
This is totally off topic. This reminds me, I was somewhere where they had these really complicated
Really complicated
things where you have to dial a bunch of numbers in order to pay for parking.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it. I knew that it would be something we all know how to do.
Bent over this thing for 10 minutes. So I'm waving at his wife, screaming. You have to remember the number of the place you were. Sorry.
Why don't you get the app? It's so easy.
Oh, was already parked.
Okay.
This poor guy was trying to deal with it, and the sun was shining.
That parking app is
Just
the
once
best.
in a Western, wouldn't you love to see a guy walking out of a general store with his arms full of things, and he walks up to a horse, and he starts to go, oh, this isn't my horse, and he goes over to the next one.
Oh, that would be great. Mel Brooks.
That'd be me getting in the wrong car.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, very good.
God, the worst time I did that, I was trying to get into a car coming out of Home Depot.
I got the
trying to get in my car. And
I got the over under 100. You've done this 100 times.
No. I was trying to get into the car.
Yes.
And the guy comes up to us. That's my car. So, I said, I'm so sorry. I have a Jeep exactly like this. And then the guy watched me walk over, and I'd driven the Suburban. At the time, I had a black Jeep and a white Suburban. Yeah, so the guy's thinking, car thief.
Right.
I got into the passenger seat of a guy's car once thinking it was my friend's car. Came out of the post office, opened the door, sat down, looked over, and I smelled smoke. And I go, what are you smoking now? And this guy goes, hey! And I am so sorry.
I smoke it.
Sean O'Brien. Then I got out and Sean was parked behind him.
Well, you're stupider than he is.
I think I could have punched me in the face.
Oh, you got in the car?
Yes.
Where were we? Oh, sports. That's right.
A Little League championship game in Kentucky. They're going for the boat, Josh. They won the championship. That's right. Got to win that boat.
Is that what that's called?
Sometimes in hockey, it's known as
Going for the boat?
Got to win that boat.
that ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
God,
Who wants a boat? I want a boat. Yeah.
Oh, we're going full yacht, baby.
Oh, full yacht. That's right. Championship. Evidently, it erupted into a brawl that brought the game to an end. Video of the incident shared to Facebook shows more than a dozen adults on the field.
Have you seen the video?
Some can be heard shouting obscenities, of course. What's
hilarious.
A fight without shouting?
I love the guy that takes his shirt off.
Oh, man. I can't watch videos like that. It's just the ugliest of humanity. It just bums me out.
The guy with no shirt, Joe, this guy's going to be the level-headed guy. Oh, yeah. Bobby took his shirt off. This will be good.
WKYT News from your neighborhood. Watch us work for you with the power of information.
Oh, right. Could you go back to the one-line version of these?
They shared an audio of a 911 call from an off-duty police officer who reported that a fist fight had broken out.
Got a Little League game.
Stanton Police Sergeant Ian Morton told the Lexington Herald Leader, where Josh is headed, that police are trying to determine what led to the events and whether charges should be filed.
Okay.
Beautiful Lexington, Kentucky.
Yes, the Athens of the West.
Down
The poor kids trying to play a game, and all of a sudden the parents get involved. And you have a tribute?
A fight in Kentucky? There's only one culprit. Kentucky bourbon with ice makes me feel fine. Went to a Little League game, drank till inning 9. I ran out to first base, fell on my face. Kentucky bourbon, I'm getting angry. Drinking Jim Beam whiskey, called Kentucky bourbon. I told the ump that he must be blind. He cursed at me and said our team would be fined. I took off my shirt. Are we gonna go, bro? Rolled around in the dirt. Kentucky bourbon. We had a great night. Got into a big fight. Kentucky bourbon.
Yeah. Right. Wow. Nicely done.
Thank you.
And by the way, after the fight at the Little League game, everyone settled down and the kids all had a healthy snack.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, some orange slices or something.
Yeah. Orange
Anybody
slices.
who's been to any kids game these days. And of course, by the way, all the snacks now have to be store-boughts. Are you aware of this?
Yeah, no homemade brownies, stuff like that.
Yeah, because of everyone's.
It's all, and Michelle Obama hates fat people. That's why this is all
I love this bit.
And the kids know that their dads, when they played Little League, they used to go get ice cream cones.
Sure.
Or pizza.
Yep.
The kids know, and they're getting orange slices. Something's going to break here any day. You wait and see.
Yeah. I was just at Dairy Queen the other night, and there was a Little League team there. It was so great.
Were they all in front of you? I hope.
I didn't care. They were having fun. It was great. Come on, it's summertime.
What if you'd been at
That's Tom's
Starbucks?
world.
What if you'd been in Starbucks and the Little League team came in front of you and you heard the blender?
What
you
kind
heard
of
the blender
jackass
start?
brings their Little League team to a Starbucks? Hey, Bobby, nice home run. Do you want a Frappuccino? No, you go to
get your girls Starbucks.
Yes.
You jackass.
That's because I like it.
Little kids love Starbucks.
Sure.
No,
I find it hard to believe you've never been in at least a shouting match at a public venue, a place of business.
No.
Never.
I'm trying to think if you've ever done it.
No.
He came to all my Little League games. I played baseball in 6th grade. My dad was telling me a story about it. He goes, yeah, you played baseball in 6th grade. I went to every one of your games. I don't think you hit the ball once. And he was exactly right.
It wasn't your sport.
I was not a good baseball
I went to your lacrosse games. I went to your football games.
This is a true story that he told me. And now he's kind of embarrassed by it, but I don't care.
Yeah.
He took your sister, Lucy, to a batting cage, put her in the cage, loaded the machine up. He stood behind the cage, and Lucy was trying to learn how to play. And when the ball would come, he would yell, miss, miss, miss.
It was a joke.
Time.
And it makes the story better to know Lucy was a tremendous athlete.
Yeah, Lucy is by far the best athlete of all my kids.
Miss, miss.
It was a joke, and Willie didn't see it because he was in the go-karts. What a great place. Batting cages and go-karts.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Yes.
Was Lucy laughing when you did it?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
She's by far the best athlete.
Miss.
It's only kidding. But batting cages, all they needed was a Dairy Queen right there.
But of course, then Lucy, later on, you guys came to trick or treat at my house, and she was on the porch, and we were talking about something, and we were taking a little bit too long. And Lucy said, "Come on, Daddy!" And
So funny.
Nothing's changed.
that pretty much said everything right.
What else you got, Christy?
Researchers have found that fashionable pointy shoes worn in the 14th century
You're welcome, Chick.
14th century? Is that where we are now?
Yeah, but Chick, this is the important part of the story. This all led to the rise in bunions.
Okay.
Don't you love
You know what?
stuff like this?
I'm going to yield to my erudite colleague because I don't think I can do this justice having such protests about it. Josh, our topic is bunions.
Yes.
No. Our topic is pointy shoes.
Our
Well,
topic is pointy shoes that cause
And
bunions.
this-
well, any
From the
woman who has
14th
to wear
century.
stilettos will tell you that that's the
See, and
that's a fact.
this is where I don't agree with most guys out there. I think I'm perfectly happy when my girl wears the most comfortable shoes.
Of course.
Well,
So yesterday, we're having this discussion. Chick wore this really cool. As you know, I probably own 5 pairs of shoes. I don't care.
Right,
I just have,
right.
you know,
Oh, yeah, we didn't talk about this on the
So
air.
Chick got me these, which I like. What are these called?
All birds again, Grandpa.
Allbirds. I like them very much. Thank you, Chick.
You're welcome.
So Chick got a pair of really cool looking tennis shoes on. Or what do you call them? Sneaks, whatever. And I said, those are really nice. What are they called? So I Googled them.
yeah.
And much to my astonishment,
Which ones are these you're talking about?
the ones
Paul
that were...
Greens, I think.
No. They were like Joseph Smiths or something.
Oh, Paul Smith. Yeah,
Paul
sure.
Smith.
Paul
Go ahead,
Smith.
Yeah. They're like more than $500.
That's not true.
Yes, it's true. The first pair I came up was like $650.
Some are that much, yeah.
Ask a woman what she spends on her shoes.
Well, so that's where this discussion came in.
Oh, she might answer.
I was saying to Kelly,
be there
my
all
God,
day.
Chick has a pair of shoes. They were $650.
And she said,
So what?
She looked down at her tennis shoes. Apparently, they make expensive tennis shoes, don't they? I had no idea.
You got Paul Smith, you got Satorsons, you got Todds, you got all sorts of
I hate. I told Chick this yesterday off the air, and it looked like it genuinely hurt your feelings. I said that I don't want to spend over $50 for a pair of shoes. I'm with you.
You said 60.
Oh,
But did you hear what was Ace is with you?
I don't like it.
yeah, but you need good shoes to keep your feet in good shape.
But see, but that's where this story comes
then
in. So I
Tom
thought
looks
Chick
at
would
my
like it.
shoes yesterday and he goes, "What kind are those?" And I go, "These are Air Force Ones."
Oh, nice.
And then he says, "Who makes those?" I'm like,
What?
Uh-oh.
Nike, you giant idiot.
I don't know that I would have known that.
I don't follow. I'm not a shoe guy.
Same here.
Air Force Ones are maybe the most popular shoe in the world.
In the
There's
history of the world.
a great song by Nelly from St. Louis about Air Force
Nelly, the
Ones.
St. Lunatics? Come on.
See me stomping in my Air Force Ones.
How did I miss that? I must have been listening to music.
You said yesterday, if it says Air, it's Nike. That's not true. I had some Air Jordashes one time.
Thanks.
What's
Back to you.
Those pants? The point is, I thought
Actually, Willie said
this story would interest you from CNN because it's about when people were, because of fashion, were forced to wear ridiculous-looking shoes.
How would you like to have this job? Paleopathologist Jenna Dittmer and her colleagues analyzed skeletons from the 11th to the 15th centuries.
Bet they've got tenure.
The 1300s saw the arrival of a new type of shoe that was extremely elongated. Individuals interred in the grounds of a former...
Hey, Tom.
Interred.
She said interred.
Boy, so you got to wipe off the bones before you examine them, huh?
Individuals interred in the grounds of a former Augustinian friary appeared to have suffered greatly from bunions.
To the friary.
Okay. And if you would like to read more about this fascinating study, it's published in the International Journal of
Paleopathology.
Would you let me speak? Paleopathology.
I just wanted to get it out before noon. Now,
You're doing great.
bunions.
Great.
I think this is fascinating because I don't think, especially you ladies, should force yourself into uncomfortable, ridiculous-looking shoes.
I agree.
Well,
Your toes can literally overlap.
yeah.
And I never think high heels, no matter how short you are, I don't particularly think high heels are necessary.
You should see some very fancy celebrities that you know have some of the ugliest feet in the world because they've crammed them into those
I know,
shoes.
and I'm not a fan. Wear whatever. Wear your $50 tennis shoes, whatever you got.
Got my
You
Nike
know-
Cortezes on right now.
You know women dress for other women, not for men anyway.
That's true.
Okay.
You ever seen a ballerina's foot?
Oh, yeah.
my
It's like they dipped it in a thresher.
Yeah. Not good.
Those point shoes, yeah.
So in an event, I got a copy. When I heard this, I got a copy of the International Journal of Paleopathology.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. See, it's easy to say, isn't it?
Worst centerfold you've ever seen.
Oh, boy. I don't know. The one I saw, I'd like to jump her bones. See you guys later.
Thank you. Josh Arnold, ladies and gentlemen.
Paycheck earned.
That's got chocolate on those bones.
See you in Lexington next week. Unbelievable.
the studio.
Woo! He actually left. Okay.
You like having your hair pulled a little bit in the throws?
So to speak.
Joshua.
Little tongue.
Fair question.
I
I think the audience wants to know.
I like cool hair.
You like to pull hair?
Excuse me, ladies, gentlemen.
I like
shut
my
up, okay?
I
Just
like
shut
my
up.
hair pulled.
Christy, pull Josh's hair.
Do you now? Do they? Now that's interesting because
Guys
from what I know
have
about
to do
you,
it soon.
Talking about pulling pubes. What the hell?
that was the Pat. You got to write that song. I'm talking about pulling pubes.
You are the weirdest person
You
ever.
don't have a lot of. Josh, you don't have any. You're getting like me. You don't have a lot of
Got hair. Look.
hair
No,
up
I'm
there.
definitely receding, but it's yankable. Yeah, see that?
That's another song, Pat. It's yankable.
Yeah, use both hands and just like
I
use
don't
my
know
head
what
as a
this
steering
says,
wheel.
but I threw up a little in my mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me too. I'm vomiting. Let's see. Where was I? Okay. There's Willie G, Patty G. Pat's in the Oxford Gold Performance Room. Yeah, it's really getting sickening.
Oh.
You know,
having
you
fun.
got here's the Devil's Three-Way. You and Godwin and.
Wait a
Are you out of your mind?
No, I think I've got 20/20 vision.
that's not something I necessarily want to do, but comedically we have to.
You have to
Just
respect
laid down the bed.
You have to respect it.
And the way things have been going, let's face it,
right.
Christy, it's not going to take any extra time because you give Pat that 1 minute.
Well, but
and then-
Josh, on the
Well,
other
no,
hand,
and the way things
he's
are going, what's the big deal? Okay, come on.
I'll just
We're all
skip this
gonna be
Alexa
dead
for
in a
3
week
days. It'll
anyway.
be fine.
If you guys don't do this, you're spitting in the face of Pryor and all the comedic legends. I mean,
edgy.
people ran.
I think
Okay.
there'd be crying.
Look, I only cry right after, and then it stops.
Who would cry? You
They'll be
cry after
begging.
every orgasm?
That's right.
Even if you're alone?
Every orgasm is a sin, chick.
That's another song.
That's
Pat.
my favorite.
Write these all down.
I love that.
Every orgasm is a sin. Okay, let's see. Can we do anything to erase the last 2 minutes of this show?
Oh, we were just having
I think
fun.
so.
Okay, let's see. Where were we?
We could do Ace's joke of the day.
Yeah, that'll erase some stuff.
There is no way I'm going to do it just because you said so.
Talk about spitting in the face of comedy.
Here he is with his joke of the day.
I have a weird situation. I have to share a parking lot with my neighbor.
Really?
He's a real jerk, but I'm trying to be a friend because, we have a lot in common.
A lot of time.
His joke of the
I don't know if
day.
the room was juicy, but I loved that.
The room is
I
juicy.
mean, honest to God, what are we going to do?
I enjoyed that very
What
much.
are we going to do?
There's the track phone hotline.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Bob and Tom. It's Donnie Baker.
Donnie, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, but first of all, I'd like to bequeath a happy Father's Day to all my fellow dads out there fighting a good fight regularly.
Okay.
Very nice, yes.
And also, I want to give a shout out to all the single moms who use Father's Day as a chance to pat themselves on the back and shame their deadbeat baby daddies on Facebook 24/7. They're always saying, I'm the mother and the father. Yeah, you may have taught him how to throw a ball, Linda, but now he throws like a girl calls you. Swear to God. Well, single moms always complain about their baby daddy being in arrears on child support. But the fact remains, had you let him in the arrears like you wanted, you wouldn't be in this predicament in the first place. So, that reminds me, Christy, you're about a week behind on child support again, and I can't afford to get them Molly Hatch tickets till the check clears. Swear to God.
Donnie, now listen, Father's Day's coming up this Sunday. You doing anything special?
Well, this year, Tom, we're thinking about doing the demolition derby.
That'll be fun.
Well, last year, me and Whiffy went to the zoo on Father's Day, but there was one animal at the zoo that got me feeling bad. I almost walked out.
Oh, which animal?
The free-range, corn-fed human animal, you know?
Really?
All these gigantic lard queens riding them rascal scooters like it's 500 again. It's like everybody there was either on wheels or on the diaper. And most of these people ain't got feet that's touch the ground since Reagan told that Russian dictator with, remember, the big liver spot shaped like Michigan on his forehead?
Yeah.
To tear down the walls. My favorite is when they all let their little portly kids climb on the back of their chairs so little Pork Chop Jr. don't have to walk neither. You know? It looks like an unemployed possum carrying their babies back to the dumpster. You know? But we were finally asked to leave after they caught me feeding Dippin' Dots to the orangutan.
Really?
Yeah, you know,
You should have seen the look on Clyde's face when he got the brain freeze from eating Dippin' Dots too fast.
Oh, man, that'd be cool, yeah.
He looked like Joey Behars after one too many mimosas on the View, you know?
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live.